In this video, we will show you how to connect your Maximus Answer doorbell to your home. Please make sure the Chime Bypass is installed before proceeding. You will need the box contents that came with your Maximus Answer. You may also want to prepare a power drill, a screwdriver, a pencil, a hammer, and a level. Make sure the power is still turned off at the circuit breaker. Start by unscrewing your existing doorbell from the wall. Remove any additional hardware, including your diode if you have one. Unhook the wires from the terminals of your old doorbell to disconnect them. To install the doorbell parallel to the wall, you will be using the backplate. Depending on the location of your doorbell, you may want to use the included 15-degree wedge to change the viewing angle. In this example, we will be installing the 15-degree wedge. Hold the wedge up against your wall such that the existing wires go through the large hole. The Maximus logo is visible, but it can be upside down depending on which direction you want your wedge. Mark the mounting screw areas with a pencil. This indicates where you will be drilling. Drill holes into the areas you marked. In the box, we have included a drill bit for stucco, brick, and concrete walls. For stucco, brick, or concrete walls, push or hammer the provided plastic anchors into the holes when you're done drilling. For wood walls, we highly recommend drilling a pilot hole before installing the screws. A drill bit for this is not included. Prepare your wedge by attaching the provided gasket. Peel the backing off the gasket to adhere it. After installing the gasket, the Maximus logo should still be visible. There are two gaskets provided. One is for the wedge and the other is for the backplate. Make sure you use the correct one. Install the wedge with the two wall screws. Make sure that the wires go through the large hole and the gasket is against the wall. If you are using the anchors, you will be screwing into those. Otherwise, you'll be screwing directly into the wall. After installing the wedge, connect the backplate. You will want to use the included short screws. Screw the backplate onto the wedge. Make sure the existing wires go through the large hole and that the up label is pointing up. To install with only the backplate, use the backplate-shaped gasket. Attach the provided gasket to the backplate. After installing the gasket, the up label should still be visible. The screw areas on the backplate are different from the ones on the wedge. Please mark them as appropriate. Again, make sure that the existing wires go through the large hole and that the up label is pointing up. Use the wall screws to screw the backplate to the wall. Next, get your Maximus Answer doorbell. Loosen the screws on the back. Slide the home's wiring into the doorbell. Then, tighten the screw again to secure it. Feed the wires back into the wall. If your home wiring isn't long enough, you can use these connector wires that we provided. To do this, insert each pair of wires all the way into the wire nut, then twist until secure. Wire color is interchangeable. It does not matter which way they are connected. Do this for both wires. Then, loosen the screws on the back of your Maximus Answer and slide the spades into place. It doesn't matter which wire you connect to which screw, just make sure the wires are securely connected and aren't touching one another. Feed the wires and wire nuts back into the wall. Slide the bottom of the doorbell onto the backplate. A little upward pressure may be required. Then, push the top of the doorbell into place. Use the provided Allen wrench to tighten the pre-installed set screw. Your doorbell should now be properly wired up. Restore power to your doorbell. Your doorbell should now be flashing red. You can now continue setup via the Kuna app.